Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm Hills on the Hunt, and today on the channel we have a quickfire Vinted haul. So let's go. Alright, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, like I said, we've got a quick Vinted haul. I like picking up small bundles from there, where they have like kind of 9 or 10 DVDs or whatever it is for, 5, 6 quid, and you kind of get your money's worth, no matter what. And it's always even better when there's this kind of interesting titles that I haven't come across and something new to add into the collection. So today is one of those. We have 3, 6, 9, so 12 titles, and I think I paid £4 plus shipping, so about £6 in total for this. But yeah, let's go through them. I'll let you know the ones I've seen. There's a couple of common titles in there and a couple that I've never heard of. So yeah, let's go through them. First and foremost, we have the Ultimate Horror Boogeyman, the Killer Compilation. So the total DVD experience, I think this was free with a magazine possibly. 17 terrifying movie moments. Yeah, so has all your main characters: Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers, Chucky, Leatherface, Pinhead, and many more. Over 5 hours of DVD extras, and yeah, it looks like really good. So the main feature is 58 minutes, and then there's 5 hours of extras on there. You can't go wrong with that, and it's so it should be fun little watch. Theatrical trailers, name to frame, so over 100 movie stills, test your knowledge, audio commentary by Robert England, animated trivia, Legends of the Boogeyman, loads of stuff on there. So yeah, something nice and different to throw in. But yeah, Ultimate Horror Boogeyman Collection. Next one we have is a movie called Possessed. So similar vein to, it says the true story of The Exorcist, starring Timothy Dalton, Christopher Plummer. Not one I've heard of, but that's the Possessed. The only documented exorcism in US history on which The Exorcist was based took place in the 1950s when Americans watched the skies for nuclear missiles, and Senator McCarthy was looking under bed for communists. So yeah, it looks decent enough. See kind of which Exorcist movie it goes towards. The first one, which is fantastic. Second one, not so much. Third one, weird but fun. But yeah, decent cast. So interested to see kind of what this one's about. But Possessed, let me know in the comments below if you've seen this one. Third one is Urban Legends Bloody Mary, which I believe is the third one. I could be wrong. I believe it's the third one in the trilogy. I haven't seen these for a long while. I do have the Blu-ray box set with all 3 movies in there. But yeah, like I said, with these kind of pickups, you're always going to get some that you've got other releases and other format. So yeah, this one's good to add into the DVD collection. Obviously going to be hunting for the other 2 as well, just to see if I can pick them up quite cheap. But yeah, Urban Legends Bloody Mary. Next one is House of the Dead, which is a rental. It's a old Blockbuster rental from, if I remember that sticker correctly, back in the day, man. 4 for £20 or £7.99. I miss those days. I miss the Blockbuster across the board. Just so much fun and so much nostalgia, kind of just standing in a store, sticky floors, and yeah, just movies, floor to wall and floor to ceiling, and just everywhere you turn. And I loved picking up the the pre-owned releases and just really cheap ones and just building them in slowly. This one is not one I've heard of. House of the Dead, The Matrix meets Dawn of the Dead. So make of that what you will. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, but it's based on a successful Sega game, The House of the Dead. Okay, so it's one of those kind of Resident Evil style where games made into a movie. So they don't necessarily always turn out good, but yeah, we'll give this one a go. It seems like a fun ride, but yeah, we'll check it out. House of the Dead. One I have seen multiple times. The Hills of Ice Part 2. You can't just go wrong with these. They're super fun. Having met Michael Berryman a few months back at LFCC, seriously such a nice guy. These movies are fun. They're seriously just wild, and yeah, for American cannibal movies, they're very good in terms of like major cinematic releases. You know, 1 and 2. 1 was super fun as well. I do enjoy these, and they're not for everyone. Not everyone likes kind of cannibalistic movies, but yeah, these are fun, and characters kind of stay with you for a while. But yeah, 1 I've seen multiple times, but always happy to add in. So The Hills of Ice Part 2. Moving on to the next one. Again, another one I've seen multiple times, and just an absolute classic in my view anyway. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, Anthony Hopkins. Just a fantastic movie by Francis Ford Coppola. Just brilliant. It's really good, and it's one of those that a long run time. I think it's over 2 hours, but it's just brilliant. And again, there's some people who don't like this, but which, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and everyone's allowed to make choices for movies. So, but for me, this is really good, really good movie. Yeah, it's got some fun extras on it. So it's got 4 brand new documentaries. I say brand new, but not brand new for now, but brand new to this disc. So The Blood is Alive, The Making of Dracula, The Costumes of the Set, In Camera, and Method and Madness. And over 30 minutes of newly unearthed deleted scenes. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff on movies. So yeah, really happy to get this in. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Excuse me. Saw 3. You can't, I mean, the Saw movies, they kind of, they have a following for some of them. Some of them are really hated. Some people like other ones, but they're not bad. They're not bad for what they are. They do what they say they're going to do. You know, they're just gore fest and just grisly torture movies in terms of how they're made and how they kind of sent across. So I feel sometimes with franchises you can kind of go overboard in terms of what you want to kind of send across. And I think there's now 10 Saw movies, and then the Chris Rock movie Spiral, which is part of the Saw universe, but I don't think it falls into the same timeline. But yeah, Saw 3 is just fun, just overhyped gore, you know, Jigsaw game. Yeah, multiple people have seen Saw, so it's not a new one for everyone. But yeah, Saw 3. Undead. I have nothing about this one. Not a single thing. So let's have a look. So peaceful, rustic Berkeley is a charming fishing community where life is sweet and the people friendly. All that is about to change. Excuse my voice, I've got a bit of a cold, so you may hear me kind of come in and out, so apologies for that. After losing her childhood farm to the bank, local beauty Renee decides to leave town and head to her big city. Suddenly, an avalanche of meteorites races through the sky, bombarding the town and bringing the otherworldly infection. Departing is going to be much more difficult than she planned. The Living Dead awaken. Okay. Undead is a horror film in the vein of Night of the Living Dead and The Evil Dead, and features an overflow of gore and visual effects. Is that good enough for me? Yeah. There's not much for me to sell. There's not much to sell me for here. You know, gore, violence, and visual effects. Perfect. So this is probably going to look like a fun ride. Probably over the top, a bit silly. Cross between Shaun of the Dead and Bad Taste. So it's throwing all the horror franchises in there to try and sell it. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Undead. Let me know if you've seen this one. Curse of the 49er. Nope, another one I've not heard of. Anyone be in there? Karen Black, John Philip Law, Richard Ditch. No, not what I've heard of. Legend has it that Jeremiah Stone was the meanest man who ever lived, seeking the lost gold of the fabled 49er. bunch of friends succeeding on resurrecting the evil spirit of Jeremiah Stone. Now the legendary ghost has become a virtually unstoppable flesh and blood killing machine. The 49ers after them. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, not one I've seen, but is a story we've kind of come across before. Multiple times where resurrecting an old killer who goes on a rampage and then you got to try and put him back. Yeah. Let's see. I have no high expectations for this, but we'll give it a go and see how it goes. Don't Look in the Basement, previously banned. I love this when the title has that on the front. The lunatics have truly taken over the asylum in this notorious slice of 1970s exploitation horror. I've heard of this. I don't recollect watching it. And I don't know why. It's one of those where I recognize the name, but I'm not 100% sure that I've actually seen it. It might change. It might be one of those where I sit down and watch it and it is something I have seen, but 70s exploitation, I'm always down for that. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Don't Look in the Basement. Have you seen this one? One I have seen multiple times, and I'll probably end up watching it again soon with it being Halloween season. House of a Thousand Corpses. Rob Zombie. Just love it. It's a Halloween movie. It's right into the pack. So, yeah. I mean, I know pretty much most of the people I know that have seen this. Devil's Rejects. Yeah. I asked the question in one of my other videos, do you prefer this or Devil's Rejects? And it's kind of gonna, it's always gonna be somewhere down the middle, I think. Maybe slightly more to one or the other, but I love House of a Thousand Corpses. Just brilliantly violent, just super fun Halloween movie. Have you seen this one? House of a Thousand Corpses. And the last one is Mirrors, Kiefer Sutherland. I've seen this one a long while, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I do remember enjoying this one. He plays a security guard. I don't remember too much from it. I know he plays a security guard, and I was going to say it's to do with mirrors, but that would be silly of me to say, seeing as the title is Mirrors. But yeah, I think it's visions through the mirrors that you see. But yeah, I do remember enjoying this one, and I quite want to check this one out again. Mirrors, and I think there's a Mirrors 2. I've not seen the second one. I've not heard great things, but correct me if I'm wrong. And do I need to go check out the second one as well? But Mirrors, have you seen this one? That's it. Like I said, it was a quick fire haul pickup, but all of these cost me £4 in total. With shipping, like I said, it was about 6-7 quid in total. Just under £7 I think it was in total. So let me know if you think I did well with that. I think, yes, for some of them, shelf fillers and filling a few gaps in franchises, I was happy to pick them up. And I always kind of look out for something kind of £6-7 in terms of like 10 movies. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know which one was your favourite out of that bunch. Yeah, and that's me done for this video. So yeah, look after yourselves, stay happy, stay good, treat each other well, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.